truth table for 3 variables has 8 lines in it. So column P is 4 that are true, 4 that are false. Q, 2 that are true, 2 false, 2 true, 2 false. And R alternating TF, 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 TF. They must be set up in this particular order. Now a conjunction P and Q looks at the first 2 columns. If they are both true, it's true. So it would be true, true, and then false the rest of the way down. Now we're taking a disjunction, so it would be column 3, column 4, and with an or a disjunction, it's true when one or both of them are true. So it's true, 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 false, true, false, true, false. Now, not P is the negation of the first column, so 4 that are false, followed by 4 that are true, and then a conditional. So when we're looking at the conditional, it's left to right. T implies F is false. T implies F is false. T implies F is false. F implies F is true. T implies T is true. F implies T is true. T implies T is true. F implies T is true. The only time a conditional is false is a true hypothesis followed by a false conclusion. Composition of functions. So if I want f of g of x, also written as f of g of x, it says put the g function into the f function. So I would have 2, then in parenthesis I'm putting in x plus 4 squared plus 7. So I need to simplify this. X plus 4 times x plus 4 is a binomial squared. X times x is x squared. The outside is 4x, the inside is 4x, and the last terms is 16. So I have 2, then in parenthesis, simplifying, I have x squared plus 8x plus 16 plus 7, combining the like terms. So simplifying, I'm getting 2x squared plus 16x plus 32 plus 7. So it would simplify to 2x squared plus 16x plus 39. Now if I have g of f of x, it means put the g function into the f function. Put the f function into the g function. So that's 2 x squared plus 7 plus 4. And so we're getting 2x squared plus 11. Different than we got for f of g of x, where the g function went into the f function. Here, the f function goes into the g function. Converse, inverse, and contrapositive. The inverse switches the hypothesis and conclusion. If I passed, then I studied. So pass must become the hypothesis. So if I passed, then I studied is the converse. Before I said it was the inverse, that was incorrect. It is the converse. You're changing the hypothesis and conclusion. If I pass, then I studied. The inverse negates the two. If I do not study, then I will not pass. And the contrapositive does both. It said, if I did not pass, then I did not study. And it is logically equivalent to the original statement, because the contrapositive is the way that we form by a truth table what is logically equivalent. They would have the same truth values. So if I study, I will pass, and the contrapositive are logically equivalent. If I did not pass, then I did not study. Union and intersection. A is 3, 4, 6. B is 4, 7, 9. The union is putting these two sets together. Everything that is in both of them. 3, 4, 6, 7, and 9. Whereas the intersection is what they have in common, which would be only the element 4. Composition. F of x is 5x plus 3. G of x is x squared. So we're finding f of g of 3. So that means 3 goes into the g function first, which would be 3 squared or 9. Then it says put 9 into the f function, which is 5 times 9 plus 3, or 45 plus 3, or 48.